If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a card that's been in the game since launch, and we are going to see whether he can still play. It's kind of like, why is he still worth 100,000 coins? He might be a little bit less by the time you're watching this. I'm recording this on the 3rd of March, so I'm thinking you're watching this on maybe the 5th or the 6th. So by now he may have gone down in price for whatever reason. However, I am of course talking about Kevin De Bruyne, not Kante, as a lot of you probably thought I was talking about. But the reason I'm talking about Kevin De Bruyne is because I packed him not so long ago. In fact, I packed him quite a while ago now. It was a good couple of weeks. And I've not used him. Well, I have now, obviously. But I hadn't used him up until recording this video. And I kind of thought to myself, it would be a nice idea to go back and have a look at these cards. Because, I mean, obviously he's untradeable. But I did look to see how much he would have been worried to be tradable. And I thought, wow, he's over 100k. Well, when I packed him, he was like still 125, 130k. And I thought, wow, can you imagine if I could sell that? You know, that's 130,000 coins for a card that I'll never use. That would be banging. But obviously, you can't sell him because he's untradeable. So let's take a look at him, you know. I mean, maybe this guy could improve your team, and you're not going to look at him because he doesn't have a grand design. You know, he's not a shapeshifter or a UCL card or whatever. But 5-star weak foot, which is immense. 4-star skills, high work rates. So even though he's a cam, he does have a high defensive work rate, which may put some people off. Personally, I can see him as a Roberto Firmino-esque character. I just want to change the manager so we can get a full boost of his... give me a Premier League manager. Let's just pick the best one. Yeah, we get 10 chem. Let's get the full boost of the engine. Now, we get a 5 boost in acceleration and sprint speed, taking both into the 80s, which is good. We don't need to improve the long shots and the shot power. Now, I say that. Obviously, you may feel differently, and if that's the case, feel free, have at it, go for it, why not? But the games that I've played so far, his long distance shooting is good. I just feel like the game doesn't allow you to score that many sort of finesse shots or long distance efforts, right? So obviously improving it to 99 for each wouldn't be a bad thing, but how many goals are you going to get back from it compared to the goals you could create by boosting the passing and so on and so forth, if that makes any sense. So I think 91 shot power, 90 long shots is fine. 82 finishing is good. He scores a goal or 2 or 3 for me. You'll see evidence of that as well. 88 attack positioning, which is nice. He's got 92 short passing, now 97. He's got 94 vision, now 99, which is quite good. Crossing, 93, now 98. Pretty decent as well. Dribbling up to 96, ball control to 96, reactions 96, and balance up to 86 with the agility up toward the sort of low 80s as well. Now, the stamina is fantastic. We don't need to improve it. The strength was really surprising to me. I'll talk more about that in the clips and indeed at the end of the video. But, you know, engine chem style is just what I chose. That is completely subjective. I mean, a Maestro, what does that do to him? Maestro actually turns him into a 94 rated cam. If you feel the need to do that, you don't get the balance boost. You don't get the... What else don't you get? Actually, you get nearly everything, don't you? What don't you get? I don't know. Would a Maestro be better than an engine? I suppose, for the way I'm looking at it, you don't get the pace boost with a Maestro. Is the pace boost significant enough to justify it? You know, 82 acceleration, 81 sprint speed. I don't know, to be honest. I would have to go and use a Maestro and then, you know, do a little comparison between the two. But I kind of wanted to boost the balance and the speed and see if we can get him a little bit more agility, which, to be fair, doesn't really work. If I'm honest, I've used him without a chem style, and with a chem style, the engine doesn't really help too much for mobility, because he does get a 5 reactions as well, which, to be fair, you do get the Maestro. I mean, there's several claims for a Maestro or an engine. It just depends at the end of the day whether you'd prefer a little bit of a speed boost or you'd prefer that long distance shooting. The team I've got him in is that one right there. You may see clips from 2 different teams because I used this one for most of the live clips. There are a few pre-recorded clips going in that will be toward the back end of the clips session, if that makes sense, that I used a completely different team with. So if you see players like Foden and Wayne Rooney in the starting 11 and so on and so forth, that's why. But without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. So the opponent we're up against here has an interesting little team. He's not got the best in terms of defenders, but he does have that Dan James. He has got Iniesta, who's on absolutely 0 chem there. I say 0 chem. He's probably on, what, like 4 chem or something? Which I've been toying with a lot recently. And to be honest, chemistry is overrated. It really is. Kevin De Bruyne is going to get it here. I was going to try and sort of see what he's like on the ball, because I can't imagine he'd be too agile. But here he is then, on the ball. And we're going to see if we can just drag it back and beat someone. We can't. That wasn't very crisp. He did win it back, to be fair. And I couldn't move. I literally couldn't. Great start. Great start to the review. Wayne Rooney's going to get it. We're going to give it to Kevin De Bruyne, who plays it to Kent. I need to drag back here. Well, he took his time. Finally got it round. Kevin De Bruyne's not got it. He's going to get another chance here. Drag back from him. Waiting. Try to play the ball through. I'll tell you what, the gameplay feels very, very heavy. So I'm going to have to just take this review with a pinch of salt, really. And I'm going to have to not judge his movement too much, because he does feel, and same with everyone, like I've got Kent on my team, right? There he is, Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, that's not the pass I've played in the slightest. I don't know what's going on today. It just feels like the menus earlier when I was recording my 6 o'clock content video, obviously a couple of days ago for you, they were really, really slow. Like I was pressing something and I was literally having to wait. And I was sat there thinking, right, I've got to try and fill this silence with something, because it just wasn't doing anything. But here he is on the ball, I should say. And we've sent our guy the wrong way. I mean, it's just not responsive. But it's not him, it's the game. It's shocking. It's so slow. Here he is again, though. Let's see if we can get back into this game. We haven't gone a goal down. There he is through the middle. Good save from the keeper. Just a little bit too far in front of him in the end. Walker. Kante into the middle. Here's De Bruyne. Gets it forward. Shaqiri plays it inside. He's going to get it back through to Shaqiri. Now, he's got pace, Shaqiri. Has he got the strength? He has. Can he score? No. Good save from the keeper. De Bruyne comes deep to get it. Plays it out toward Fred. Back to Shaqiri. Ball goes all the way out. De Bruyne has actually stayed back here, which is really surprising to me, because he's meant to be my cam. We're going to get this into feet here. Shaqiri back round to Kevin De Bruyne, who hits it, but not well. And that's a save for Navas. I do that quite a lot with De Bruyne, because he's obviously got it in his locker. He's got good long shots on him, so I don't really understand why he's not more successful from that range. But he often troubles the goalkeeper. He didn't really on that occasion. He did force a save, but it wasn't a difficult one. Hadji waiting, and when I press the button to make a pass, he just doesn't do anything. Kante, De Bruyne, not where I've done. Didn't even know he was there. Here's Fred. De Bruyne again. It's going to come backwards. De Bruyne plays it out wide. Good ball. Kyle Walker on the overlap of sorts. Comes into Kubo. It actually made it there as well. There's Kevin De Bruyne, and he slots it under the goalkeeper. We are somewhat back in the game. Why don't they pick the ball up anymore when they do that? He's managed to nutmeg the defender who came across to try and block the shot, and Kevin De Bruyne from deep has scored, and we are back in it. And since half-time, we have been far more ruthless in our attacking play. Oh, God, what do I do with this? I mean, look at him. He's 12 men on the penalty spot. Good turn. Hazard, Rooney, goal. And it's 2-2. And that's deserved for the way that the game has been treating me in the last 90 minutes. It's been absolutely shocking. Kevin De Bruyne wins it back again. And we are away. Can we grab a late winner in this game? Kevin De Bruyne, keep going, mate. Use your strength. And again, round the outside. Lay it off. Over the top from Kubo. Oh, it's so poor. Such a bad cross. Well, that's the end of the game. I mean, it was 2-0 to him at half-time. I honestly think we could have gone on to win that. I love a good moan. If you watch my content, you'll know that I moan about a lot, but it's not without justification. The gameplay in that game was so bad, and it has been for the last 3 or 4. I'm going to record a few bits and bobs off camera now and hopefully get some more clips with Kevin De Bruyne. I've had one free kick, and then when I powered it up, it lagged. So the power didn't go up anywhere near as much. It went up like a quarter. I think I can score a good free kick with him. I just need to get that the game where we didn't have a lag on the power thing. But in general, Kevin De Bruyne's performance in that game, considering how bad the gameplay felt, was actually quite good. He's not super agile, but His strength is more than incapable of holding up the ball. His passing is very good. He can hit them with finesses from outside the area. I think he will cause a few problems for goalkeepers, but I'm yet to score one from the edge. I've not yet time-greened one, actually, or green-timed one, rather. So there's that. He comes back a lot, though. His instructions were stay forward and, not getting behind, but just stay forward as a cam. But he came back a lot to help out, which is, for me, I liked it because he did help me out a lot, and he won the ball back on the edge of my penalty area quite a lot. Yeah, I like that, but I can more than understand why you wouldn't. And I'll let some clips play out in the background, nothing too crazy. I think there's a nice free kick. I did mention in the live clips before I actually did this, I mentioned I wanted to score, or rather have another free kick opportunity, because the first one I had lagged, which was really irritating, but the second one I had did not lag. What an absolute banging free kick. From the edge of the area, Kevin De Bruyne could definitely do with an upgrade, so I'm kind of half changing my mind from an engine to a maestro. I feel like that would probably be the play. Now, that's the way I play, like I said, it depends if you prefer that pace boost for whatever reason. Maybe you're not too bothered about the long shot improvement and shot power and so on. Maybe you'll be happy enough with the engine. And if that's the case, then that is amazing, and you go for it. But I think the Maestro is probably where I would get most of my benefit. 99 long shots, 99 shot power. You still get 99 short passing and vision. So yeah, even though I reviewed him with an engine, I am changing what chem style I would put on him to a Maestro, believe it or not. Having said that, though, in terms of weaknesses and negatives, the gameplay really didn't help me today. It's been absolutely horrendous since about 6 o'clock. I don't know whether that's because everybody is on the game in one capacity or another because of this new single-player mode they've put in. I don't know whether that would overload servers or anything, because it is single-player at the end of the day, so I'm not really sure. Or people are just rushing packs to try and get the new icon. I really don't know. Of course, I am filming this on the 3rd, so that's why. But either way, he didn't feel super agile. I wasn't expecting him to, but he didn't even feel remotely agile. However, I still had fun with him. So the question that I kind of posed to myself at the beginning of this is, why is he worth 100,000 coins? And the answer, I suppose, is because he's still a bit of class. His passing is unparalleled. His dribbling is very, very good. He's got decent reactions. It's not super mobile or anything like that, but still capable of pinging a pass and playing it with either foot as well, which is a massive, massive bonus. And his strength came through a lot, and he's only got 74 strength, and he's only 5'11". But for whatever reason, I think it's the body type that he has in game, he felt very, very strong. So I was very happy with his performance in that department. His long shots, like I said, I would love to see what he could do with improved long shots and maybe hitting some green timed finesse shots from the edge of the area. But that is Kevin De Bruyne in a nutshell. I enjoyed it, and I think he is probably worth around 100k. If you've got him in your club like I did, and you've not used him because you don't feel like there's a need to, just give him a try, and trust me, you will not regret it. If you have enjoyed today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.